Let's make this super quick. Jack's flashback begins on an outside world, walking on a street. I can't draw, but I can give an image. Soon it cuts to a highway driving down the road. And after that, he was teleported to the circus world, where he meets Kinger, Regatha, Ribbit, and Kaufmo. Soon Jack started to get used to the digital world, and started to get along with the friends. But there was one part where Jack started to break down and vent to Ribbit. And no, I am not going to explain the full details. Now after the vent, Jack starts to gaslight her that his storytelling never happened. Jack's even avoid Ribbit every time she come up to him. But one adventure is where everything change. Ribbit finds him and asks him why does he hate her. They got into a massive argument. And once the argument stopped, Ribbit was never seen again. Soon, Gangle joins the digital realm, which she became the Jax's punching bag. The next scene is where Kaufmo claims that he had found the exit and he is leaving. After that, Pomni joins the realm too. And then, you know what happens next.
Jin, you'll never know until it's too late. I've been looking for this. Thanks for keeping an eye on it, Coffee. I'm gonna head out. See ya.
Once that flashback is done, Pomni wakes up to find Jax standing and crying of how much he had done to everyone. Next, she hugged Jax and accepted his apology. But he accidentally stepped on a flashbang which make him go bright. Then there's a 30-second flashback of Pomni with Jax, with a very romantic song. Later she got taken back by Zubal's hand and saying that they do this together. Everyone soon started to make a pillow fort for abstracted Jax and for him to stay. And everyone lived happily ever after. Meanwhile, Kane and Bubble were stuck in a void. And he thinks to himself that if he was a terrible host, while staring at a lifeless bubble, laying down, floating, and depressed. But then, Kane saw a door, or should I say, C_Neural scans obsolete. He tries to get there, but he has to learn, think and how to build. And he did. Soon he created a circus in a digital that is very amazing. By the way, that was just a flashback, a backstory of Kane, lol. Now he realized that he was irresponsible and what he did was wrong. He finally decided to let go his full admin powers and throw into the deep void. Later he returned back to the circus worrying he might not be forgiven. But the moon says that patience is always the key. Earn their trust, be responsible, love everyone. Once Moon gave Kane some motivation, he is finally brave enough to enter the circus. Healed Pomni and apologized to everyone to what he done to everyone. Zubal said that he needs to gain his trust first, and also it's good to have him back. Kane also wants to show them something about them. Ready? None of them is actually real. They're just a digital copies of real people. Now that everyone knew they're just a copy, everyone finally accept that they're not leaving the circus and stay there forever. Kane and the gang started to improve the circus and having more fun. Draw a memorial of the abstracted gang on the wall. Playing a baseball game, made an abstraction aquarium, opened a bar by Zubal, and soon Pomni realized that she's not alone. And there is everyone who care about her, even the abstracted people. They now live happily, ever after. The end.